Two of my favorite things about the Positivity Project is how accessible it is and how proactive we're able to be. So it's accessible because you can reach any student, any grade level, regardless of their background, their culture at home, what their academic capabilities are. Any student is going to be able to access the content and engage with their peers as they study Positivity Project. And the accessibility for teachers. It's so simple to use. We have 4 brand new teachers this year, and none of them skipped a beat. And then I just appreciate being able to be so proactive. We're not waiting for a situation to arise to have a teachable moment. They're not waiting for a student to be dishonest to have that conversation about integrity.
Yeah, so we have over 40,000 students. Right now, about 53 different languages spoken. The model is we have feeder schools, elementary schools that feed into junior high, then feed into the high school. We really tried to build community and that culture from the time they join us in preschool. One of the things that really resonated with our staff when we were looking at the Positivity Project was the research around the rise in narcissism and the decline in empathy. And for us, we wanted to be a part of a solution to that. We really felt like we had an opportunity to make a positive impact, but we knew that, we needed to do that as a staff and we needed to do that as a team. And we needed something that would cross all social boundaries, all cultural boundaries, that would connect with what we already had in place.
Positivity Project gave me the framework to be able to have really important conversations with students. The Positivity Project gave them the vocabulary to articulate how they were feeling. They were just able to have better conversation. And that's huge for a school site, and that's what starts to change the culture on the playground and the culture in the classroom.
I feel like Positivity Project has really helped kids be able to see another side of the argument, which I feel like that goes a lot with perspective, and that can really help with how people argue, and which can really help with friendships and make them a lot stronger, I feel like.
So by really having the kids be better at taking care of each other, it actually speeds up the whole process. Learning becomes more engaging, more better, and it's more focused.
If they can understand themselves, then they can articulate the reasons why to things. That's one of the biggest things that kids struggle with, is not being able to tell the why behind the way they feel or the way they think. And if they understand who they are, it's going to make it better for them to be able to articulate the why behind what they are feeling or thinking about a topic.
I love Positivity Project. It gives the students such an amazing vocabulary to look back on. So a lot of these kids understand maybe the emotion or what it is, but they don't have the vocabulary yet to go with it. So I think Positivity Project really gives them that toolbox so they can go in and pull back from it. Like other people mindset, I can just say, are we showing other people mindset? And they'll snap in if someone else is talking, they'll look at them and they'll listen. Whereas before I'd have to be like, oh, stop talking, make sure you're paying attention, be respectful. I just say, are we showing other people mindset? And that works a lot easier.
So my students, some of them, this is their first time ever being in a classroom. So Positivity Project has really helped me teach them how to become learners, because that's what TK is about, teaching them how to be students. So Positivity Project has really helped me with that by teaching them how to understand their emotions, others' emotions, how to deal with social interactions, and just learning all these other different characteristic traits that they don't know about, and it's helping them develop themselves.
Positivity Project gives us curriculum and it gives us sort of an outline of what to do, but honestly, some of the best conversations we have are the spontaneous conversations about whatever it is. And it overflows into the curriculum too, where when we're looking at novels and when we're diving deep into characters and character analysis, those character traits of Positivity Project kind of insert themselves, and we can talk about this person and their social intelligence or lack of, or whatever it is, so I think what's really cool about Positivity Project is that it just overflows into a lot of different aspects of our job.
What I do is I deliver the lesson for the day, like say it's curiosity or it's integrity. When we get to our lesson in literature, we compare those things to the characters and what they're going through in the story with their conflicts. And that is helping the kids better understand the story for the comprehension of what's happening in those stories. And then also understanding as a person how those things can be intertangled in their personal life, which goes out to the lunch, it goes out to the football field, it goes out to the baseball field. So everything that the kids are involved in on campus is now being intertangled with Positivity Project's introduction of that concept that we're going over on that day.
On my soccer team, I show character strengths by being positive when we're losing. Like when we're losing a game, I usually try to make them not sad, because usually it's hard to take a loss. So I try to cheer them up, say we've got many more games to go through, and win.
I use celebrating other success a lot, and I do sports and needing self-control too. Because in sports you can't always win, and if other people win, you need to know how to not get super angry and have good sportsmanship.
So I've really enjoyed the opportunity to be a part of the Positivity Project at Century, because it just allows for so many opportunities to have that universal teaching with kids, talk to them about the importance of the other people mindset and teaching how we can show that to other kiddos. And then I see that further down the line as well, as we start to target specific skills, in counseling or with students with behavioral needs. We're able to really apply those skills that we learn in the Positivity Project throughout.
Since we do it school-wide, we hear a lot of the vocabulary around campus. I can walk outside at recess and I can say something, oh, that showed integrity, and they'll know exactly what we're talking about because we just did it. In fact, this morning, a little guy from 3rd grade, he found money on the playground this morning when I had yard duty, and right away, I made it a big deal. And I told him, well, that showed a lot of integrity. You can go give it to Coach P. And he was so excited because he's like, we just learned that. And so I think it makes a huge impact.
I have nothing but good things to say about P2. There was a difference in culture, and it is contagious because when your kids come home and start talking about this is what we learned in Positivity Project today.
The Positivity Project is definitely something that I think every parent would want in their household, at the dinner table, in the morning on the way to school, just to repeat those things, to talk about them, so it becomes a part of their life and their decision making.
We're trying to make our community better, our school better, and the students better. We're just trying to make them better than who they were the day before. And with everything that the Positivity Project does is it just sets the groundwork. It plants the seeds. You put the seed in the ground, and then all it needs is a little bit of water. There's 24 character strengths in the Positivity Project. That means there's 24 seeds that get planted, and those seeds might turn into weeds. They might turn into giant sequoias, but they're there, and they're going to replicate and make more seeds for other students. And the more it grows, the better the community is going to be.
We continue to grow, and that common message really does, it supports what our core values are. And we believe in teaching our kids to be the best they can be in mind, body, and spirit. And P2 aligns directly with that. And so as a district, to have something that could support all of our students, it's pretty incredible.